What if you can lose weight without going to the gym? Well, I did it, and that means that you can do it too, right? Because if I did it, you can do it too. First things first, it starts with a difficult decision. Am I gonna start losing weight? Or am I not gonna start to lose weight and stay the same forever? And I had to make the decision, which I already made a couple of times before that. Alright, I'm gonna start losing weight. But did I really make the decision to do that? Because I felt quite a lot of times. So I don't think that I really made that decision to really lose the weight. Right? Because I think if you make a decision and you truly stand by your decision, you will. So that's what it starts with. And I had to make the decision again when COVID happened, when the lockdown happened, and we couldn't go anywhere basically. Everything was closed, you had to get vaccinated, whatever. If you wanted to go inside anywhere, no, I didn't. Luckily, I'm vaccinated and I'm happy about it. Thank you. I couldn't go anywhere. And I wasn't happy with myself, I wasn't happy with my body, I hated my body. For a long time already, I tried a couple of times and I failed and I failed and I failed. So I had to really make this decision and I had to stand true to my decision and be honest to myself, right? Because I wanted to lose weight. And I know the decision is hard because losing the weight now will be hard, but in the future will be easier, I thought, right? Now, that's true. I feel a lot better in my body. So, beginning hard, ending easy. Not easy, easier. But not losing the weight was easier, and then in the end it was harder because you would still dislike your body, you would still not like your body and whatever, right? So it's opposite. It's like instant gratification. So it starts with this decision, and for me the decision was made when the lockdown happened. When the lockdown happened, I started to lose weight. A lot of people started to gain weight. I started to lose weight because I decided that it was enough, right? I decided enough is enough. I need to lose this weight, and so I did. I actually lost around 30 kilograms, which is close. It's around 60 to 70 pounds, which is a lot of weight, right? It's a lot of weight that extra on your body. That's crazy. Think about right now. And the thing is, I didn't even look that extremely fat, but I was obese. I was like, oh, man. I'll show you a picture right now. This is what I look like. This is what I look like around now. A couple of months ago. There's a big difference. My face, my body. I'm a lot slender, let's say. I'm skinnier. Sure, I do still have a little bit of a belly, but I'm very happy in my body at the moment. I did it without going to the gym. I lost 30 kilograms without going to the gym. Sure, did I step into the gym a couple of times? Yes, but I didn't really work out, really. I didn't really go to the gym, right? I lost around 25 kilograms with just running and eating less. Those are the two main pillars, right? Eating less and better, and running. Now, when I started with eating less, no, I didn't just all of a sudden stop eating, right? That doesn't work. Nothing is gonna work if you just throw it out. You gotta replace it with something, because your body needs something in the beginning, especially. Now, you can cut it down slowly. I've made a video about everything, but I wanted to start this one about running and my food, right? I didn't look at all those nutrients and all the fats and all the carbohydrates and all the sugars and all the extra things, right? If there's vitamins in it, yeah, all right, now I'm gonna eat it. No, I only looked at the sugars, the sugar intake. I wanted to say, but sugars that's in there, and the calories. If there's a lot of sugars and a lot of calories, I won't eat it. Super easy as that, right? Some things I didn't even know were bad, like ham and cheese croissants. I thought, man, what are they? Maybe like 150 calories per croissant, maybe 200. But I searched it up. I think it was around close to 400, and I ate like 4 of them as breakfast, sometimes even 5. Which is, if I ate 5, that is a whole like day full of calories for just breakfast. Then I even eat something with lunch and then dinner, and then even in the evening some candy. So I could have easily ate 4,000 or maybe even 5,000 calories in a single day, which is insane. It's a lot. Right? People do those 10,000 calorie challenges. I just did that almost just for a normal day. It's crazy. So, started eating less calories and looking at the back section, at the back. The thing, what I did was actually I just threw out candy completely. Right? I said you shouldn't, but I just did. And that takes mental strength. That takes mental strength. Really, I just didn't look at the candy section. And did I still buy candies? Sometimes, yeah, maybe once every 3 weeks. But I knew that if I bought those, right, I have a weakness for candies. If I got a bag of candy, it's empty. That hour, if it's with me, that hour it's empty. So I knew that if I bought them, they would be emptied. That would be like what, 1,000 calories minimum. So if you got the same, let me know, but just don't look at them. Just don't buy them ever. Not even for your kids. Just fuck them kids, bro. Look at life. Alright? So no candies for me. I almost drank no sodas anymore. I replaced it with a lot of water. I have these big bottles. I even bought one, like a special bottle for water holding, like a whole gallon. And I decided to drink that gallon every single day. A lot of water. It broke because it fell on the ground when it was full. That sucked. But it is what it is. So I replaced a lot of soda with a lot of water. Sometimes I still drank sodas. And the thing is, that's literally the only thing I looked at, right? Calories and sugar, really. That's really it. The meals at dinner, I ate it. McDonald's, I ate it. Pizzas, I ate it. Fries, I ate it. We went out for dinner, fine. I drank sodas then as well. So no, you don't gotta stop doing all those things, but you just gotta reduce it. Really, it's really this, like, as you've probably heard a lot of times, and it's true. It's not easy, but it's true, and it's simple. Calories in versus calories out, right? How many calories do you intake and how many calories do you burn? That's all it really takes to lose weight, right? Now, how can you do this? By eating less and, for example, training more, right? Then you're gonna lose weight automatically, especially if you're overweight, and it will happen faster than you even think. Also depends on how much you eat less and how much you train more, obviously, right? That's you guys are pretty smart. Don't gotta explain it like right? All right, you understand. With running, I just started running. I did actually this 100 day challenge of sweat, which means you have to sweat 100 days consecutive, right? Every single day for 100 days. I ran about 75 of those. So it wasn't the smartest, but it was a good thing for me because I had to stay consistent and I had to do it, right? Because I decided to do it and I didn't want to lie to myself. So I did those. Was it the smartest? No, because eventually I got like shin splints and my knees hurt, my shins hurt and whatnot, right? And that sucks because eventually I even had the hard time walking up the stairs because my shins hurt that much. And then even that day after I still ran. Was it smart? No, but I did it and it worked for me. Build it up slowly. It's better. It is. I was just stubborn. I just had to go through it. Hey, and maybe you need that as well. Maybe you just need to go hard and have pain and just still go, right? But eventually you're gonna get to this wall of, all right, I need to rest, and that I had as well. Sometimes I even had to wait a whole week or even 2 weeks because my shins hurt that much. I could almost not walk, like upstairs and whatever, right? And if I started running and I ran for like 100 meters or a minute or whatever, I already had pain. So I don't recommend it. Even though I still went running sometimes with painful shins and I had to go through it. Eventually it became easier for me and it went away. Now I don't have shin splints and I really have pain in my shins anymore. But build it up slow. The first time I went running, I ran maybe for 300 meters and I got tired already. I ran with my dad. My dad runs like 15 kilometers to a half a marathon 3 times a week. So he was a real runner, is a real runner. And he always was like, yeah, go, walk, just a little further, come on. And he didn't like it, obviously, and I didn't like it because I was super irritated. I was like, man, shut the fuck up. You are running 15 kilometers 3 times a week. This is my first time running. You expect me to run kilometers on end without getting tired? Have you seen my belly? Have you seen my conditioning? He didn't really understand it that well. I understand that as well because he's like, how can nobody really run like a few kilometers, right? Just a few kilometers, but that's just to him. A lot of people can't. So don't even think about you being a different case, right? You can do it as well. You just have to start slow. I started with 300 kilometers. I had 300 kilometers, 300 meters. I think it was even less. Maybe it was even like 150 meters. And I got tired. Then I was like, all right, the next time I run, because I remember I stopped at a bridge and I knew there was a bridge maybe 200 meters further. And so I was like, the next time I'm gonna run, I want to run to that bridge. without stopping because I was too tired. That's something that helped me a lot. Setting goals, right? I knew, and it's not even like, all right, I want to be able to run a marathon, or I want to be able to run this far. I was just like, all right, this time I stopped here. Next time I want to stop at the next bridge. Next time I want to stop at the next lantern, right? Just small things like that just helped me. Eventually, I wanted to go faster. Then I thought, all right, now I want to, instead of 3.4 kilometers, I want to get 3.5 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers. And eventually, now I run like half marathons on Sunday most of the time, which is pretty easy for me at the moment. I don't want to brag, but that's just running for like 2-3 years now, right? So at the moment I haven't stopped running for, I could say probably like a year, like consistently every week, like twice. So start slow, build up. You can even get a running program or like a running app in free programs or online, or look up a free thing. Thing is just build up slow, and eventually you can add the kilometer and whatnot, and eventually even when you run 5 kilometers, if you can run 5 kilometers and you ran it and you're not really tired and you can speak, it's good, right? There are two types of workouts that are anaerobic and aerobic. I'll put them what they are at. There's aerobic and anaerobic. One of them is when you cannot speak while running, which is too high. That's more for sugar, right? You burn sugars and glucose. And the other one is for fats. And that's slow. How you can see that with running is if you run and you can talk comfortably, then you're running in an aerobic, I think it is. That means that you're burning fat. Now your body is going to get used to burning fat, right? And that's what you want, especially in the beginning. That builds your aerobic base, and then after a while, you'll get stronger, better, and you can do anaerobics as well. It's also less hard on your body, right? Now for me, I just did, for example, eventually, I wanted to go for pace, right? I was like, how fast is a good 5K, right? And then I tried get close to that. Now you can do that as well, and eventually you'll build up your conditioning and you can go further and further and faster and faster. Just build it up very slow, and you'll be fine. Something that helped me with food, because if you're bigger and you want to lose weight, right, you gotta eat less, is intermediate fasting. And I've noticed that it's super simple for me. I just choose 2 times. One time when I start eating, or when I can start eating, and one time when I stop eating. That's it. You don't need anything else. It's so simple. And the thing is, it doesn't only benefit you with losing weight, it benefits you in a lot of ways. You can search it up. Intermediate fasting. It is so beneficial, and a lot of people do it. So I recommend you try it. You're gonna get used to not eating, you know. Eventually you're gonna feel a little hungry in the beginning. You're gonna be like, I want to eat something. If you ignore it, you'll notice that eventually it will be gone. It wasn't really hunger, it was just your body saying, I would like something to eat, or even your body being used to, for example, eating breakfast, right? For me, I start eating after 12. I don't eat before 12, so I'd never have breakfast. And I stop eating at 9. Now, lately it has been around 1 or 12, and then 1, and then 9, and around 10. So you can choose your own 2 times, but make sure that it is a longer period, right? At least like 12 hours of not eating, because otherwise it wouldn't really be intermediate fasting, because they would say, I don't eat when I go to sleep, and I can start eating when I wake up, right? It doesn't work like that. You have to be awake and doing some things, otherwise it's not really intermediate fasting. I think it's like at least 12 hours. Now for me it's 15 hours. I don't eat for 15 hours a day. Pretty nice. So, and I like it, and that really helps me with losing weight. When I started doing that, it was super simple. I don't really gain any weight as well doing that. So I just stay at the same thing. If I want to lose weight, I eat a little less and I work out a little more and I lose the weight. It's super simple. It really is. It's not easy. It is simple. So if you got any questions, any specific questions about the running or intermediate fasting or food, whatever, ask them. I'm happy to help. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.